Before becoming the big bad guy we see everywhere on social media, Sean Diddy Combs, aka Diddy, was a popular figure loved and respected by many people.
Great time. Just God, thank you. We don't look at this as like a regular show. We look at this as history, and we look at this as a gift. So may we enjoy every second of it and have the most fun ever, God.
We know he has kids with his late ex-partner Kim Porter, but why hasn't Diddy ever gotten married? Is he just afraid of commitment, or is he hiding something more? Let's take a look at what Diddy has been telling us about his views on marriage for years, and why he prefers love contracts to actually tying the knot.
I can promise you that I'm in a relationship with you like 25% of your time, you're gonna just feel like, oh man, I hate being here. Oh man, I hate this guy. Oh man, he cheated on me, he lied on me. That's 25%. You know what I'm saying?
Diddy has gotten super popular these days because of the countless criminal allegations that have been brought up against him. And honestly, the headlines keep getting darker and darker by the day.
The biggest secret in the entertainment industry.
News of the growing lawsuits and allegations against hip-hop mogul Sean Diddy Combs. Now
another civil lawsuit against Sean Diddy Combs. This one.
Sean Diddy Combs.
Officials confirm the raid is tied to a sex trafficking investigation.
Linked to serious crimes, he has become a figure of controversy, making it hard to picture him as the family type. While he has kids, he's never seemed sold on the idea of marriage. For him, marriage is less a lifetime commitment and more of a financial contract. In his interview with Andy Cohen, Diddy made his views clear. When Andy asks him about marriage, he shifts uncomfortably, brushing it off as a contract rather than a union. He looked like Prince Andrew did when being asked about his connection with Jeffrey Epstein. According to Diddy, love needs boundaries, and there's no better way to go about it than a love contract. He talks about money and protection if things go wrong, and it is quite understandable, as we've seen what divorce can do to men. Diddy doesn't seem interested in romance without a fallback plan. It's more about keeping his assets safe than about sharing a life. Is he a bit paranoid? Maybe.
Savage! I'm a savage! Oh!
But he is not entirely wrong. But it isn't just about the money for Diddy. The discomfort on his face at the mere mention of marriage tells a story of its own.
We do it as men, you know what I'm saying? And, nobody's perfect. And we be lying to ourselves if we don't think that, or you don't really know women if you don't think that they make mistakes like we make mistakes.
For Diddy, love is less about intimacy and more about asset management. We all know he's a billionaire, so he sees love as a calculated transaction, almost like another business deal.
And the statistics, you know what I'm saying? You have to weigh your options. And I think that's 25% of bullshit. That's what you're gonna give me? And I can get 75% and you are the great. I'm gonna take that.
This perspective hints at something deeper, a mindset that sets him apart from traditional ideals of love and commitment. After being asked about marriage by Andy, you can clearly see that Diddy is no longer comfortable. He keeps trying to change the subject, as if he's trying to dodge a landmine. The tension builds quickly. When Cohen presses him on whether he'd ever get married, Diddy laughs it off, fidgets, and then awkwardly shifts the topic. For a man who's usually in control of any room he walks into, this unease is telling us a whole different story about him. It's as if he's trying to sidestep something deeper, a part of himself he'd rather not expose. Watching him, it's easy to sense the underlying fear, not just of commitment, but of the vulnerability that comes with it. The more Cohen talks about marriage, the more Diddy's confidence seems to crack, and he practically begs to change the subject. He blurts out, "Why did you ask me that?" and even mutters that he told his publicist to steer clear of the topic. It's a rare moment of raw awkwardness, and it leaves us wondering, has he always been trying to avoid commitment, or was he hiding something he fears might come out if he gets too close to someone? Diddy's reaction makes you think about those recent allegations and the complex reputation he's built over the years. He's hinting at something he doesn't want to admit, a fear of the personal consequences marriage might bring. the kind that can't just be signed away in a contract.
Any people that want to be married or want to, say they monogamous, but they not, I'm just telling the truth.
But listen, real quick.
You want to get married? Because I heard you say
No, I don't want to get married.
You don't want to get
married? No, I don't want to get married, but I would have a ceremony.
This moment hints that Diddy's hesitation may stem from more than just financial caution. It's a shield against something much darker. Diddy's views on marriage are just one part of a complex history of relationships. He's had high-profile romances, including with the late Kim Porter, with whom he shares children. He has also dated actress Jennifer Lopez, Cassie Ventura, and most recently, Young Miami. But he's always avoided tying the knot, opting instead for something that gives him control without lasting commitment. His relationships seem to follow the same contractual mindset he expressed with Cohen, a focus on clear terms and exits. This approach could stem from more than a fear of commitment. Diddy has built his life around control, from his business to his public image, and marriage could disrupt that carefully crafted image. Even with his partners, he keeps the relationships short-term or defines them with boundaries, almost as if he's guarding himself. And with recent allegations casting a darker light on his past, this aversion to full commitment might be about more than protecting his money. It might be about avoiding entanglements that risk exposure. In his world, the boundaries he sets seem to work, at least for him. Yet, looking at his past relationships, you get the feeling that maybe he's not just a man wary of commitment. He's someone who's always made sure he has an escape plan. And as we dig deeper, it becomes harder to ignore that his love life is less about sharing and more about shielding. A theme that tells us a lot about why he's kept marriage at arm's length all these years. Another simpler reason that sounds less like a conspiracy theory is the fact that Diddy might just be a cheat who can't picture himself with one woman. He himself has said it a few times. In one interview, Diddy mentions that he works a lot, and that also makes him cheat.
I'm very much like a workaholic, I'm in love with what I do, so when I'm in a relationship, I kind of cheat when I'm doing my work, because that's all I'm really focused on, and I'm giving my love to that. And it's hard to love somebody when they don't have your undivided attention.
That doesn't sound right no matter how you put it. He's not the only guy in the world who has a job. Sure, a guy in his position can get any woman he wants, but that does not mean he should abuse it. It's not like he's even trying to hide it. For Diddy, a guy cheating is very normal, but women around him are not allowed to. If that sounds sexist, it's because it is. It's common for men with his level of influence to cheat, but guys like Diddy do it for the thrill. He's a control freak that cheats because he can, and there's no one to stop him. That might be why he's so afraid of getting dumped. Who would want to get married to someone they know doesn't see marriage as something sacred? Diddy also thinks he's a better boyfriend than a husband.
I'm gonna make you the happiest woman in the whole wide world. I'm gonna be there to support your dreams. I'm gonna be there to hold you, listen to you. I'm gonna be there to be your best friend. And I promise you'll smile the most.
Of course, dating gives him a lot more room to carry out his dark fantasies compared to marriage. He prefers a contract he can easily leave when he wants to, and honestly, that does not favor his partner that much. But where did his contract ideology come from? First off, Diddy isn't and has never been looking for a soulmate. He's looking for a liability waiver. His love contract idea isn't about romance, it's about insurance. Think about it. A guy with $1 billion empire doesn't exactly want someone claiming half if things go south. For him, love needs to be controlled, measured, and most importantly, legally safe. But here's the twist. Recent accusations have us looking at his relationships in a whole new light. All these years of no-strings-attached arrangements, the dodging of commitment, the obsession with contracts, it's like he's been hiding behind a corporate veil, keeping his love life as bulletproof as his bank account. And honestly, it's genius. but not so useful now that everything's out in the open. In a way, however, Diddy has been giving us clues all along. It has never been about the money. Marriage would mean vulnerability, something he's clearly avoided at all costs. Maybe he's just playing it safe, or maybe he was trying to avoid letting anyone see his dark lifestyle. Either way, Diddy's love contract speaks volumes about the man behind the brand. But what do you think? Was Diddy trying to hide all his illegal activities all along, or was he simply not ready to get married? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, hit like, subscribe to this channel, and turn on the notification bell for more insane videos like this.